learn. Okay, I remember my first date was what's it called with the chaperone? You know,
chaperone, yeah, grown person.
And his name was Gabriel.
Oh, yeah, you had a chaperone on your first date?
Yeah, his sister, and ironically, his sister's name was Loretta. She chaperoned us.
Oh wow.
I lived in California. I was I think middle school or something like that, but it was like you know, because you could go out with people.
You did in middle school?
Yeah, I had
you may not,
but we weren't by ourselves. We were escorted.
Yeah.
You know, and his sister was with us at the movies, whatever. That was one of my first dates, and then because in high school we moved. Well, I moved from Los Angeles to San Pedro. I mean to Portland, Oregon, and then we moved here. Yeah, I stayed there for 7 months. My father was there, but and then we moved here, so I didn't have a lot of time. But when I got here, I met somebody, and from 16, 15.
So you've been here since you were 16?
I'm sorry, not here. I'm in Michigan.
Okay.
Michigan. When I was in Michigan, I didn't do a lot of dating because I met my son's father at 15, and from 15 to 21 we were together, and I ended up having my son. So after that, I got into the bad boy phase for a little bit, you know. So that kind of after the breakup, because it was so like I felt kind of like I felt suppressed, you know, because I'm a mom in high school. I did the prom. We moved out at 18.
You missed out on so much, so you just want to make up for it.
Yeah, so that's when I fell into that space, but it was supposed to be more for fun. And you don't know that you're learning even when you're not trying to learn how to navigate situations. So I fell into accepting a lot of things that I wouldn't accept today, you know. So I learned how to date, manipulate, you know, make things work for me and the guy because you're the girl on the scene or whatever, and not sexually, not meaning like that, but just making things work for me. So I didn't really feel like I learned how to date until I got into my 30s.
Mm-hmm.
I was paid to teach myself because I used to facilitate relationship classes. Oh. So I was trained. I used to go into the prisons and I did social work, and then I also did I worked in reentry out in Michigan. So a part of my sessions I had to teach were relationship classes. And I used to tell my girlfriends all the time, I get paid to learn how to live my own life. I learned then about unrealistic expectations and the unspoken words.
Question, how did the inmates take your sessions?
It was good. Like, I always had a waiting list. They may have came in based on, we want to be on the Miss Smith class. I never go by first name, Miss Smith class. But I have gotten so much positive feedback. Miss Smith, I appreciate what you taught me. You know, that worked. It actually worked. And I've had grown men sitting crying, you know, talking about how hard it is to change and how dealing with the women that they were used to dealing with, you know, in the streets, and how they're conditioned to them, and when they come out, wanting them to be the same. So, but my thing is, I learned how to date by almost like I went to school. Even though I didn't go to school, I had to read information. I had to teach these classes, and it taught me. And to hear the man's perspective, because a lot of men graduated through my classes. We used to run them every 8 weeks, and the new class would come in. And I heard so many perspectives that has changed my own. So I'm thankful for that. That's why it's a little bit different, because I've sat in rooms and listened. I've sat in rooms and had to mute myself because I understood if I want this man to talk, you need to be quiet. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And not in a way of me, you know, trying to submit into their, not like they're inmates, but it was a different setting, but they're still men. I still understood. One of the compliments I got from them was, Miss Smith, you've always given us respect no matter where we are. And my thing is, you're still a man. Just because they were in that system, you are still a man. You still should be treated like that. So I learned how to date. I was paid to learn how to do this stuff.
Regan?
I was sheltered. So I had.
So you was a religious girl.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't do anything.
Ooh.
My first date.
You got buck wild.
Yeah, I got kicked out of school twice.
Lord mercy.
Yes, I met a lot of them.
Yeah. So sheltered. No real first date. I did, but it didn't.
Until you got to college.
Yeah.
That's when you started dating. We ain't gonna say dating. You just
tell us the story.
Explore. You got it.
Yeah. I was wide open. Let's just say.
Not like the specific story, but what happened? What's your progression?
Trial and error.
Yeah. Just trying to learn, trying to figure it out. I'm gonna say really 30s. Mm-hmm. Is when I started figuring out, and I wanted communication. Yeah. I desire communication. So just learning how to talk to people and listen. Mm-hmm. That's a big thing. But dating, null and void. Don't have sex before you're married. That was it.
I didn't even get that.
It's a real hardcore church teaching. They don't teach you no lies. They don't teach you They don't teach you nothing. It's just, you know.
But now with my daughter, I'm very open with her. I have to be, because she's shaped up like a grown woman now at 11. So you need to know what's going on. So I teach her to, have open communication, and because I want her to come and talk to me, essentially. So yeah.
Question 2.
Date what? Dating and discipline when you have a mate that has children already, which we kind of talked on.
Should you date people with children? Depends.
I think you got to know if you can.
Yeah.
Know yourself.
Yeah, there you
know yourself and know.
But at a certain age, are you able to dodge that?
I think you can.
More men can do it than women.
Yeah. Well, I think you can on both sides.
I think your
pool is smaller.
If you're in your 30s and 40s.
I got a question. Go ahead.
If you're in your 30s and 40s, chances are a woman got a child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, guys got children too, but there are guys out there, there are women who ain't got kids, but
the child is with a woman more likely.
So who has the child?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, for men, that's the thing, but you can date people with children, but like you was talking about earlier, to me, it's like you gotta be very cautious with that situation. Like if you single, we both single and got no kids, that's one thing. But if you got a kid, that's a very like I know a lot of people some people who have kids, it's gonna take a long time before you meet my child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. That's being because I don't know if I'm gonna be with you or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And before I commit myself to you, I gotta, go through what you're talking about and the interviewing and stuff like that, and then go to dating. It is
an interview.
I mean,
applications are accepted, and everybody's not
employable. You need to write a book or something.
Everybody's not employable.
Girl,
you got equal opportunity employment.
I'm not, and I shouldn't be.
I like that. You know how you go up to it. She's like.
And I don't hold you up on it either because I feel like okay, finish your thing because I got some to add.
You know where you remind me of this song? Ain't nothing going on but the rent.
No, anything but the rent, but you need to come correct. You know what I mean? And like
we need to update a 2020 version of that song.
And I want a grown man.
Okay.
A very grown man.
You grown man, but you got all.
There's not all this, but what I went through is we need to have that conversation before. I said, don't misinterpret.
I'm just messing with you. I understand what you're saying.
I think you can date somebody with kids, like you say. It's real. You just gotta take it slow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I think both parties gotta understand because you run across, some people that they just want you just to date them.
Yeah.
Like I know you got children. I know you got kids. They just want me just to date you.
Yeah.
But you're a mother. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't take the mommy tag off.
Yeah.
That's you all day long. Just like I'm a daddy all day long. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't take that tag off. So I can date you, but I eventually I want to know how do you move as a mother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't separate them.
Yeah. You real.
So
it could be like a playground date.
Yeah.
I got a kid, you got a kid, and we further along in it. Well, let's go out and take our kids somewhere.
Like I want to see how you move.
Yes.
So I think you can. You just gotta be. You gotta be sure about yourself first, and you as a parent, and you know what I'm saying, and then with them, like I say, people and their children. That's a sensitive topic, man. That's a sensitive topic, but it's like we said, communication. Some stuff you can find out just by talking. Mm-hmm. If I'm dating a young lady with children, and I call her house at 10 o'clock at night, her kids still up running around, loud.
Well, you good. He's good, man. He's good.
I mean,
he's good.
I mean,
like so.
Oh my God, he's a good. You gotta change the name to Sarge. I'm like that name. You gotta change that to something else.
They still up running around loud, you know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah, that's order. You see, there's no order in the house.
like we ain't gotta be on a date. Like I'm hearing that. It's like, all right, so.
Or you call your mama phone. Hello, who it is?
Oh,
Why you gonna talk to my
did
mama?
that really happen?
Yeah, kids answer their mama and daddy phone.
It seems like that's more of a comic, you know what I mean, perspective and community.
No.
That's supposed to really happen.
Mama, who this?
Or sometimes they'll have the phone and won't even give it to the parent.
That happened to you? Like, I'm just baffled by it. Like, that really happened. Okay.
Yeah, come on. So
I got 2 points when you guys are done.
So it's like, if you're trying to date somebody with children, a lot of times they showing you everything you need to see. Just pay attention.
That's real talk.
Just pay attention. You know what I'm saying? But see, a lot of people, that goes back to communication. Everybody want to text. They want to DM because you know what?
I can hide behind my DMs in Texas.
I can't hide behind this verbal communication.
Yeah.
But the environment, what I'm talking about,
I can't hide behind that.
That's
you know
real
what I'm saying? So people don't like exposure.
Yeah.
When it comes to talking reveals. People do not like exposure, whether it be good or whether it be bad. Mm-hmm. So they would much rather, like that guy he's talking about.
Yeah.
It just seemed like you would go in looking for something.
No, I don't think that.
It seems like you're not looking for something. You're looking for something to hold on to. You know what I mean? Like, but not looking for the red flags. You're looking to.
I think all he's saying is be observant.
Yeah.
Be
observant. When those things happen,
don't play mind games with yourself. Yeah. Like if you're trying to date somebody with children, you are a mother. Whether you dating me or not, you're a mommy. You can't separate yourself from that tag. So if I'm dating you, eventually I gotta know how you move as a mother because I got a daughter. Yeah. I'm a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't just out here sleeping around doing whatever with it. That ain't what I'm trying to do. If that's what you want, then let me know. So you know what I'm saying? Or we can play it as such. Yeah. But that ain't what I'm trying to do. So the thing is, I'm not looking for wrong, but I'm not gonna turn a blind eye or deaf ears to what I see.
Yeah, that's real talk.
And that's a good point, even how you say how we operate as parents, because I'm big on I don't curse my child. Like every now and then I say ass, but I gotta be pissed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like in front of him. But I have met a man be like, you might. Oh, hold up. We can't do that. We're not gonna do that. I'm not even gonna have a conversation about it because that's how you treat yours, and I'm not gonna tell you how to, but you're not gonna talk to mine like that. No. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna do that. So those are things I'm with you on that, paying attention, and we need to see how they operate.
So let me ask you, if that was you, how would you play that situation?
Which one? Oh, I'm sorry.
With what, dating?
Yeah, dating. If you're trying to date someone with
children. It would be the same, but I don't think.
And you call and you hear all this ruckus in the background.
No, it's done.
So as a man, am I looking for something wrong because?
No, I think in your delivery, it's like, nah, I'm listening. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. Nope.
That's the way you perceive it.
Yeah,
that's the way you perceive it.
I wonder if it's because you got him on the rigid system.
I call him sorry. You already got that.
Implicit bias that you have. I didn't hear that part.
That's the way you perceived it. You see what I'm saying?
He just saying that's just a red flag.
Yeah.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's a red flag per se. My thing is I got another question. Is this normal for you? Because sometimes things are not normal. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. You may have caught him on a bad night. You know what I mean?
Hold on. This two things. If I can call you at 10 is a problem.
Really?
Yes.
No, because for me, I don't wind down until then. Right. Nope. No. I want you to call me after I'm done. Don't interrupt my day.
Right.
At 8 o'clock, I'm busy.
Okay.
9 o'clock, I'm just settling down.
And most women are like that.
Okay.
Because as a man, if I
don't call me at midnight. No. We could be on the phone until midnight, but don't start that.
Okay. Like as a man, when you meet women that got kids, you kind of know, okay.
After 9 o'clock,
yeah, you know what I mean? Because they get home, they got to get baths, homework, then and such and such.
You want your child sleep.
Yeah, you don't want to get interrupted.
Right. So I got you. I understand.
But like you said, it could be a bad night. So you don't write somebody out. So that's what I'm saying.
You ask what's going on because
I won't even ask what's going on.
But hold on a second. Let me ask you a question. Even if it's a bad night, why answer the phone? If you got a lot of chaos at your house, deal with that chaos first, and then you can call him tomorrow.
This is my thing. If I'm just getting in the house, some nights we don't get in too late because we don't have a lot going on here. But if we just got home at 9 o'clock and I want to talk to you, I don't want you to think I'm dismissing you. I'm
Right.
interested.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick up the phone. Hey, you know what? We've been talking for 2 minutes. Let me call you back.
But see,
I wanted you to know that I see
most
you.
people with a good sense of balance, they're not gonna dismiss it off of one time. You know what I'm saying? Like if I hear that going on, like it's only 7 nights in a week. If that goes on 4 out of 7, you only got 7 nights in a week.
Oh,
I mean,
oh my God.
So if I'm
You've been
dealing,
on this earth before, man.
Right.
You're so wise.
so if I'm dealing with you, if I'm dealing with you 2 or 3 weeks, and out of those 2 or 3 weeks, 4 nights out of 3 weeks, your kids ain't in the bed. That's just how you live.
Yeah. That's not cool.
That ain't.
So do you say this is not gonna work, or you just let it
What if it's summertime?
die
It
out?
don't matter if it's whatever. For me, I'm married, but if I was single, children need order. They need discipline. They need a bedtime.
But just because it's not your order
up.
doesn't mean it's not order.
And see,
There's different systems.
I understand
that's the
that, but
thing.
10 o'clock, we on the phone talking, and your
Yeah,
baby's
during the
up
school
10
week.
p.m.,
But my thing is like,
especially
for instance,
Monday through Friday.
okay,
Yeah.
that's different. But because I'm gonna say every Friday, I don't
But
care
even
that my son
in
is
the
13.
summertime, even in the summertime, just because I've worked with kids for about 25 years, one of the problems I see with a lot of kids, they don't have a lot of discipline and order. And I'm not saying you can have a discipline and order system, but kids, the younger you are, these children need sleep.
They do, but
And they need wind down time.
yes,
You know, if you go to bed at 10, you're not sleeping at 10.
you're correct.
And
During the
as a
week,
parent, we gotta get up and go to work and all that stuff. That means they gotta get up at a certain time early and all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
I'm just telling you, a lot of teenagers I work with and kids I work with come from a variety of parts of Knoxville.
yeah.
They 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, they up. Like I do ACT prep. When did you go to bed? I was up all night.
But that
Well,
doesn't make sense.
I
They
didn't get
have
to
something
bed
to do
till
the
12.
next day.
I'm just saying, but if you give your child a ritual and a routine daily, it makes life easier for the parent, for the child growing up as an adult.
But I disagree to a degree. And I'm gonna say this.
I get what you're saying, like about the summertime and everything, this, that, and the third. But like, even in the summertime, like for me, you know what I'm saying? You know, my daughter, she's still in a summer program.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I still can't let her stay up late because I got to get up and go to work the next morning. You know what I'm saying? She got to be at this program. I know my child got to sleep.
Yeah.
If she don't sleep, and I'm not going to send her nowhere where I'm going to put her in a bad position to where other people ain't going to want to deal with it.
Right.
Because people are flawed. People get tired. People get cranky. And if you say something out of line to my child, I'm going to have a problem with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to put my child in that situation. Because I let her stay up all night doing what she doing now. She
stay up late.
Yeah, and she come and say something. So every situation is
it's
different.
circumstantial.
Yeah, it's circumstantial.
That's
Every
how I
situation
feel.
is different. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like children still need.
They need structure and
They
order.
still need.
But my thing is understanding what works for that person. Like for instance, and this is why I say this. My son is 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Malik is very involved. Am I supposed to say names on TV? No, this one.
It's your son. Whatever. You got custody.
I'm saying like he is very involved. Last year his summer was so filled with the church stuff and going to mission programs and stuff like that.
Age you said.
Right, but I'm saying
even
is
at 13?
at 13 on Friday night he can stay up.
But,
I'm going to bed.
but
yes, he can sit and play his game, and I will shut it off the internet at a time because I control it from here.
He's 13, so he's not most 13-year-olds. They in their own world.
And he's quiet. I'm saying he can still be up, and you would never know it. Like not even know who's there now.
They're not gonna bother.
It's a different structure. And my point is there's different structures for different folks, and just because it's not in that box does not mean it's still not structured.
Yeah, like you said.
I'm not saying. All I'm saying is.
Finish up because I'm trying to turn it to something.
Okay. I'm saying is, I'm looking at
one more point I want to make.
a lot of kids I see growing up, they lack that discipline and order and structure. And I don't care what night, if they kids gonna go to college, they're gonna have to go to work.
Yeah.
And if I'm not practicing this at 9, 8, 5, 6, 13, 15, I'm not gonna do it as a grown. Now I'm not saying you can't have an evening of fun, but even still, I just believe, that's just me. Mm-hmm. And I went through it as a child myself. I went through trying to stay up all night, kicking in and all that stuff. But when I got to college, I had to pay for that.
But I think it's knowing your child too, because he has stopped using an alarm clock since 3rd grade. He wakes me up. Like he's an automatic timer. I don't know how he does it. I be in the bed.
I'm the same way. I went to bed last night because I was up doing all this meal prepping and cooking. I went to bed last night at 1:30. I got this morning at 5:30.
Yeah, that's him.
Without an
and
alarm.
he'll go down and eat breakfast, and then when I'm getting up again, he'll eat the second breakfast.
But like you said,
you don't get it from me.
But like you said, he's 13. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a teenager. He in his own world. They gonna be in their own world. So they not gonna too much bother you. Right. You know what I'm saying? But now, as a parent, if you got a teenager, you let them stay up. And then the next morning, you got a cuss, fight, kill.
Yeah, see, that's not.
You know what I mean? Now you need to kind of rein it back in some because it ain't healthy no more.
And those things, there have been a time or two when it happened, and I'm like, you know what? That's why. Usually for church, when he's sleeping in church, I'm like, that's not okay. But the thing is, but I think it's the church that we kind of like tend to. But okay, go on to my other point before you move on. I would say in dating with kids, that woman or that man has to prepare that household for somebody to come in. And I say this like this. I have a 23-year-old and a 13-year-old. People have always said, oh, you're the man of the house. I refuse that. I reject it. I will correct it in a minute. Right, you are not the man of the house, and they know it. You are the young man that resides in this house. Because when the man of the house shows up, wait a minute, I'm just telling you, I'm firm on that. When the man of the house shows up, then I don't want the roles confused. I don't want no issues, no trauma, no drama. And even Malik, he'll jokingly say on the man of the house, no, you're not you, the young man of the house, because that comes with responsibilities that you cannot carry. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I've always corrected that. They're not the men of the house, they're the young men that reside in the house. Yeah. I don't care about that. But so my point is, you have to prepare your household. Even though I have not lived with a man for 20 years, since my oldest son's father, I know that someday he's going to show up. And I don't want there to be any type of extra stuff that we got to do.
That's real talk.
You got to prepare that.
That's like my daughter. Me and her mama divorced when she was a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? Even since then, I never raised her to way to where it's just gonna be, maybe it's just me and you.
Right.
It's just me and you, baby. It's just me and you. Yeah. I've never raised her in that sense to where a woman comes around and now my daughter has an attitude.
Yeah.
I never raised her because I knew at some point in time.
That's a good panelist, huh?
Sure do. These two right here.
Y'all almost the segment.
I knew I was gonna want to be married again.
Yeah.
And even if not married, you know what I'm saying? You can't shield your kids from everybody forever.
Yeah. Right.
So you gotta raise them in a way to where they know how to be respectful and understand. Okay, like my daughter is my daughter. She know I love her to death. But she's just my daughter.
Yes.
She's my young lady. She ain't my lady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Psychosis. Yep.
So.
There's some people out there doing it, man.
Yeah, so even I'll give you an example like this. When she was younger, sometimes on Saturday mornings when we ain't got much to do, she said, "Daddy, can I come get in the bed with you?" Yeah, but it's cool. You come lay beside me. You know. And then sometimes I'm still trying to slide it in. Hey, can I sleep with you through the week? Nope.
Yep. I have to do that too, that balance.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep. We have to do
Daddy can? Nope. Yep. Because at some point in time,
she'll get used to it.
She's going to get used to it. And I don't want her to think that she can't do it because this woman is taking her place.
Right.
I'm not going to make another woman an enemy before she can get there.
Yeah. Right.
That's real.
That ain't
y'all right there. Well, you got to talk
true.
show, man.
No.
I think it's okay to let our kids see. One thing I didn't see growing up is see platonic relationships taking place.
Yeah.
It don't have to be. I'm big on that. Like people feel like, oh, bringing people around. No, it's not about like romantic stuff. You should be able to see your mother having a conversation with a man, and it has nothing to do with romance. You know what I mean? Like, but learning how to be a friend, learning how to be friendships, and I tell them too. If you're gonna be a friend with the woman, be a friend with her just like you are with the male. You know what I mean? Don't mix those signals. But they need to learn how to be friends. They can't what's it called? Emulate what they don't see. Mm-hmm. And I think that's important. And I'm big on that too, like letting my sons see me.
I'm about to turn it around. So I remember, Eric, you and I had a conversation about women changing their physical look today. Mm-hmm. So I had a lot of women who were heavier say, I don't know why the man don't want me. And you know, they should want me for me because I'm a big voluptuous woman. So Eric, could you go ahead and speak to that?
People always use words they don't even know. They don't know voluptuous means.
So okay, so let's talk about
but
being your preference in women or men overall. What do they think about dating bigger women? Because I know for me,
some men like bigger women. They'll tell you they like bigger women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So bigger women ain't bad. You know what I mean? Some men will tell you I prefer a bigger woman. Now, as far as like if you just trying to figure out what's wrong when you're a bigger woman, you know, sometimes it don't hurt. Your core is your core. You are who you are. Sometimes it don't hurt to change up the external. It doesn't hurt anything.
Or accentuate it. I wouldn't say change. I say accentuate. You know.
Accentuate how? What do you mean?
I mean, because sometimes no matter how you can get your hair done, nails, you can accessorize it all you want. You can accessorize the package, but the package still the package.
Exactly. That's
so
there. Like you can't accentuate.
So
I think the bigger issue is with a lot of women. It's not so much the external; it's the internal stuff that's going on.
Right.
And it may be something internally that's turning men off as opposed to your side. Because like he said, certain guys love big women.
They love them.
Some men want skinny women. Some men want her to be shorter than him. Some men like taller. Men are different.
Right.
So, but it may be a thing if women, because a lot of times it's not a size thing. What I'm saying is, you know, if you dated, I'm just gonna pick on you because you can take it. If you dated 5 guys. If you dated 5 guys in the past 2 years, and you come to Regan and say, I don't know what's up wrong with these guys. I look at you and say, what's the common denominator?
That's my thing. Common denominator.
So so it may be something inside of you, not all of that.
Are picking the same type of person,
Yes.
that it's not the 5
So
guys.
that's I don't think it's.
Same guy.
I don't
that's
think
how we
it's
said
size.
earlier. You can't. Everybody can't tell the same lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it's the size. Now I think that. And I tell my wife this all the time. I think a lot of the stuff that women are doing to themselves is because men created it. Like, ain't no woman create no 6-inch heels, no 7-inch heels. Ain't no woman.
We
did
love
that.
them still.
Yeah,
Not
but I'm saying in a society on a grander scale of things, at some point in the past, some dude came in his head and said, "This is the size a model should be. This is what women should wear. This is what they should do. This is what they should do." A lot of that stuff, because much as you like them, for the most part, that's an uncomfortable thing you have to have.
Well, I'm talking about
I'm
weight.
comfortable with the weight on you.
But I'm
Like,
talking
I mean,
about weight,
they got
though.
uncomfortable.
It's
There
still
are
sexy,
6. I have heels that were not uncomfortable when I picked up weight moving here.
Oh,
They became uncomfortable.
yes.
So they're not all uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But just on the thing about the weight, like you got a lot of really great women out there.
Yeah.
You do. I mean, they are great women. And sometimes, for me, this is just me. Sometimes it's nothing wrong with, you know, changing up your external a little bit. It doesn't mean you're a bad person.
When you say external, what are you talking about?
Just like if you want, if you want to drop some weight, like you're a great, like you're a great woman. Like, but who's gonna know that?
Yeah.
You're gonna miss a lot of great things.
Like sometimes who's gonna, like, you're a great woman. You got a lot going for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you are an awesome human being, but just sometimes who's gonna know it?
Yeah.
And it's sad to say, some of the reality, sometimes, I mean, we live somewhat in a shallow world.
Yeah.
And most men are visual, right?
Yeah, I mean,
We are visual.
Yeah, we're visual. So the thing is, you know, I don't. It's just like a man. As a man, I don't think there's anything wrong, you know, with changing up. Sometimes you can be a great man.
I think with the change in aesthetics, I think in terms of health.
I think in terms of discipline, it speaks to bigger things.
It benefits both.
Yeah,
it
but
benefits
like,
men.
I mean, you know, it does. But I think in terms of that, because mental, whatever.
All of it.
I think that the thing of it is, again, a lot of particularly black people, we have been programmed to see things in a certain way. A lot of us, what beauty is, what the American dream as far as money, getting all this stuff, this is gonna make me happy. You know, so we've been like programming a lot of things, and bleeded over in our culture to where, well, some of the things we thought was good in our culture, we discard that. Now we think this is good with our culture. Like a lot of this, like a lot of behavior, especially like we got social media and stuff. It's like showing your ass nowadays is accepted.
Yeah, I mean,
as opposed to, like sexiness, there shouldn't. Back in the day, sexiness wasn't so much you showing everything.
Yeah.
Sexiness is, it could be a combination of conversation. You're a beautiful woman. Conversation. You might have a nice dress on. Imagination, having imagination of that. That ain't sex no more. It's like the more you show, people think that's sexy.
Well, I think it's with some cause to me, just because a woman showing her ass, that ain't necessarily sexy to me.